Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin and still feeling a bit blue, so again I would beg your indulgence on if I have to do some cuts or have a few coughs and sneezes and stuff. I've been signed off by the doctor for continuing COVID symptoms, so I'm just going to fight my way through this one because it's a bit different than work where I have to concentrate for obviously a long time in a row, but I do have to try and get this out, but at least I can put in breaks and cuts if I want them. Right, ignoring that factor, let's get on with this small selection that I have this week. Like I said, it is not too much of a big selection, so hopefully I can get through it quite quickly for you, though there are some really nice little surprises for you that I would like to show, so please keep watching. Right, first up, and hoping the fly that interrupted my first take of this doesn't turn up again and decide to sit on the steelbook and then on my shirt, we have Shooter. This is the Zavvi exclusive 4K steelbook, a phrase you've heard me say many times before, I know, and this is an upgrade for me from the Blu-ray, and I find it's a really good film. Mark Wahlberg plays a top-rated sniper who is recruited / forced into the job of stopping an attempted assassination on the US president. But when he does so, he then gets framed for being the shooter that attempted to assassinate the president, and of course he has to clear his name. I don't know, I can't remember actually how much bloodshed that will involve, but I'm expecting him to not show too much mercy to those who put him in that position. So yeah, I really personally like that cover. It's not super deep, not super complicated or anything, just a nice framed picture on like a white background, I mean, a title down the side. I like it. You know, it might be too simplistic for some, but it works for me. Anyway, good film, 4K resolution, and really looking forward to giving it a proper rewatch. I haven't seen it in a very long time. And next up, I have a decision to make. Do I take the blue pill and stay relatively sane and not buy too much, or do I take the red pill and go right down the rabbit hole? Guess which one I'm going to take. Yep, I went mad and I went down that rabbit hole. So I know it's by far from the most popular, and in many people's opinions, the least popular film of the Matrix, now quadrilogy, I suppose. We have the Amazon exclusive of Matrix Resurrections. Very simple cover. I'm sure a lot of people really will think it's oversimplistic, but some people like it. For example, in actual fact, my wife pointed out to me actually just before I came up here that she thought it was actually a really nice cover. So just goes to show that not everybody will necessarily agree on whether simple is good or bad, etc. And now I will totally confess, I haven't seen the movie, And some of you will be now saying, boy, you're in for a bad surprise there, Justin. But I am just going to see what I think, and I'm just going to make up my own mind, as I always do. And yep, I went too far down the rabbit hole. This is the Zavvi exclusive 4K of Matrix Resurrections. I just can't help myself sometimes. Some people might prefer this cover. I know that it got some flack when it first got shown, but personally I really do like it. In actual fact, I like both covers in their own way. They both have their own charms. It's up to them. But what I think is quite nice, at least, is apart from the fact that the patterning of the Zavvi one does go around about to the spine, the actual text and whatever is all nicely identical there. So they beautifully line up on the shelf if you actually decide to keep both, which I don't know whether that's going to be the case, but yeah. So put in the comments below. Don't bother making any comments on the film, because you know that's, to be honest, that's all down to personal opinion, and I haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to have any spoilers. But put down which cover, if you liked the film, or even if you didn't, which cover would you actually prefer if you actually have to have it in your collection. For what it's worth, apart from the barcode, the backs are absolutely identical. And next up we have a film from the 80s which has an Oscar-winning performance. This one is from Jodie Foster, and it's a groundbreaking movie, very, very powerful, and this is The Accused. Now, I confess I haven't seen this since around about when it was released, but my recollection is that Jodie Foster's character, she was quite young at the time as an actress, was a character who was gang raped in a bar in front of multiple people who were there. And now I can't remember the technicalities, but I just have a recollection that some or all of the actual rapists got off on a legal technicality or something like that. But her lawyer, played by Kelly McGillis, who was obviously known for Top Gun, decides to go after the people who watched and cheered as the appalling gang rape was taking place, and therefore making this a very good commentary on the social situation and potential legal situations at the time about who was responsible for what. Was it just the people who were doing it, or was there any responsibility for those who were standing around, or was it just them ignoring it, or if they actually encouraged it, are they legally responsible as well? Very, very powerful story. Superb acting performances from both characters, especially Jodie Foster as the very, very sad victim in this case. And I'm when I say looking forward to seeing it again, I want to see it again because I believe it to be an excellent, excellent movie, and I think everybody should see movies that, you know, make it a little bit difficult to watch sometimes. Next up, we've got a TV series, and as you know, with me, I never tend to go for the easy option of, oh, let's find out first. No. Tin Star. This is the complete series. And so it's seasons 1 to 3, all about a it's easier just to read it off here. A former undercover police officer with a long list of enemies, played by Tim Roth, excellent actor, and he moves to a small Canadian town where he becomes chief of police until his past catches up with him, and he has to deal with the problems of that invading his life. And yes, you can probably see that damned fly that I mentioned earlier creeping around the edge of my finger. That is rather annoying. Anyway, yes, haven't seen this one, but hear very good things about it. So yeah, maybe after I've finished doing what I'm watching at the moment, this will be one of the ones that will be on my list of what to watch quite soon. And yeah, and I like Tim Roth as an actor anyway. I think he does a very good role in lots of things that I've seen him in. So yeah. Right. Missed the damn fly. It's now on my light unit. Anyway, these things can't be helped. Next up, not such a big thing. This is the second season of Shakespeare and Hathaway. This is like a comedy detective drama that I enjoy. Enjoyed the couple of ones that I've seen. It reminded me that I wanted to pick this one up, and they never seem to drop in price for some reason. Very, very annoying. Because I've noticed that whilst I've been off sick with COVID, I noticed that they're actually showing them on the BBC in the afternoons after Doctors or whichever one it is. And I watched one or two and reminded me how good they were. And I do like the actors involved in this, and so and I've got series 1. If only I could find it, whichever box I've put it in, because it didn't reach the shelf unfortunately, because it got shown in one of my videos and I haven't had shelf space for it yet. I know. Stop buying these people. I know. I can't help it. Right. So yeah, but really looking forward to catching up with all the. Yeah, that was him again. Yeah, catching up with these from the start, and I will be doing so when I can dig out season 1 and start from there. Right. And finally, like I said, it's not a very big pickup section this week, but finally, this is one that's an anime release, and I haven't had one of those particularly recently, have I? You know, I'm actually been quite low on that. But this one is called Amagi Brilliant Park. As per usual with anime, it's got quite a strange, slightly strange plot where a rather narcissistic but popular chap at school, student at school, is forced on a date by a rather attractive woman, but she does force him at gunpoint, so bit of a nutter, he thinks, which is probably right, and who takes him to this Amagi Brilliant Park, which is a park that has been failing for a sort of like a, what's it called, amusement park type of thing that has been failing for ages, where all the rides are either boring or dangerous, the staff are either rude or apathetic, and she wants him to take it over and run the park so it can make enough profit, because it's only got a certain amount of time before it's taken away and closed down, because it hasn't been making any money, and she obviously wants him to take over and get it to make a profit somehow, because she believes he's somebody for the job, and despite the fact that she brought him there at gunpoint, he agreed when he discovers that in actual fact the park really is a magical kingdom of some kind. And I will just flick this to get that damn fly off again. Well, that's working well, isn't it? So I just think we're going to leave him there until I can get him later. So yeah, so that is Amagi Brilliant Park, and I think that sounds quite an interesting type of story. We've got, apparently he's sort of helping, he needs something like 250,000 attendees each month in 3 months or something, or everybody loses their jobs, and he has to take on the aid of fairies, giant mice, sniper trained sheep, and anyone else who can rescue the park. So yeah, like bonkers. So yeah, but really looking forward to that. That sounds great fun. So yeah, that's me for this week's haul. Sorry if the fly got a bigger part than I did at times, but I hope some of those titles were of interest. Yes, I know that a lot of you will be there thinking to yourselves, why did he buy 1 copy, let alone 2 copies of Matrix Resurrections? But I like to view for myself, and to be honest, I didn't know the reception it was going to get until before I ordered both copies, and I'm sure that I just like the artwork on both, so we shall see which one I choose to keep. The other one I'm sure I shall pass on to some deserving person at some point. I'm so fed up with that fly. Right. Okay. Like I said, that's me for this week. Sorry if I was still a bit sniffy and all that sort of thing. I am actually still signed off, as I said, but I'm slowly getting over it, and as soon as I do, I've got a couple of things lined up. My wife and I at the moment, we're not allowed to go out to meet up with people to receive her final presents, some of which I know include physical media and when we are finally allowed back out and both showing negative and non-symptomatic, then as I said in my last video, I will be doing a specialist or special one-off haul video for all the stuff that my wife got for her birthday. So I think you'd actually be quite interested in that, because obviously it'll be a little bit different than the stuff I would necessarily buy for myself. In the meantime, before I see you again, I would wish that you keep on enjoying the TV, the movies, the Blu-rays at home, and hopefully going to the cinema, as well as all the fantastic YouTubers out there putting out material for you, and making a great effort in doing so. Please support them. Cheers. Oh, and if you like the video, please hit like.